doing the will of God is the reward. Full stop. I used to think of it like that. Now I think of it like God and I are on the same team. We're warriors in battle. God has set the direction. He's provided the weapons and the tools and all the defenses I need. And I'm going out and using them. And as I advance, I am inspired because I am doing the will of God. Jesus taught this in Matthew 5, verse 6, when he was talking through the Beatitudes. Blessed are you who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for you will be satisfied. Yours might say fulfilled. Now, that word in Greek is a synonym to the word reward. Those of you who hunger and thirst for righteousness, you're blessed because you will be satisfied. You'll be rewarded. The reward is in the doing. And if you don't hunger and thirst for righteousness in your life, if you don't have a closeness with God where doing His will is your greatest satisfaction, this teaching, and I would say the majority of what I preach, really doesn't mean anything to you. It may be hard to grasp. But when Jesus is talking about what it means to live in God's kingdom, He's talking about what it means to reorient your entire life around being a child of God. Everything. And then submitting everything in your life to that cause. And how do you maintain that posture? These practices of righteousness, giving, generosity, prayer, and fasting. As we look at prayer, we looked at it last week. The idea of when you pray, pray in secret with integrity, right? We talked about that. And then you can look back at that sermon if you missed it online. But let's look at fasting. Fasting is a unique thing. We do prayer and fasting every week or every year. We do a week of prayer and fasting. We encourage fasting as a regular spiritual practice. We have a video series out on our YouTube channel called Spiritual Rhythms. And we invite you to look at that. We teach more about fasting. We invite you to some really practical methods about fasting. But fasting is not something that is ingrained in our society. It's not something that we do. And every year we do fasting, we have some questions, and people are new to it, and they come up with the questions. And there's oddly similar questions every year of, so what do I fast from, and how long do I fast? And then there's all the, I'm gluten-free, dairy-free, diabetes, I have this, I have that, I can't fast, or should I fast? What should I fast from? And then you have some extremists who go, I'm going to fast even though I'm diabetic and almost kill myself. Like, don't do that. Like, there's all these questions about how do we fast. And sometimes there's these fasts that say, hey, I'm going to fast from tomatoes, and I hate tomatoes, so is that okay? Like, I'm going to fast from something I don't like. I'm going to fast from punching myself in the face. Yay! No. But it's such a foreign concept to us. But let me tell you what fasting is. Fasting, I believe, is the primary way, the first way, the easiest way for you to submit your body to your spirit. What rules your life? Is it your body? Is it what you want to do, eat, feel? Is it avoiding pain or pursuing pleasure? What is the rule of your life? The tool that God has given us to continually orient our life to submit our body to our spirit is fasting. It's the easiest way. It says, I know my body has cravings and desires. I long for something greater. I'm going to teach my body who's the boss. And this is the secret to overcoming anything on earth. This is the secret to fullness of life. This is also called maturity. Regulating your desires, regulating your ambitions, regulating your impulses. It's called growing up. And as we submit our bodies to our spirit, we get equipped and we get empowered to do the prayers in the right way and in this way, in the way of the kingdom, and to do the giving and the generosity in the way of the kingdom. And we find our whole self So we highly recommend fasting as a regular rhythm of your spiritual practice. We also recommend consult your doctor if you're worried about something. But it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And if you want to know more about fasting, feel free to reach out to us. Charla has collected fasting resources over the years that we can send you, or we can just have a conversation with you. Because I offer that because I know it's foreign, but I think it's critical. I think it's critical to our spiritual life and spiritual development. Because I can't think of any other way that so poignantly reorients yourself to say, I am primarily a spirit. I am made in the image of God, full of the Holy Spirit, and that means that the boss of me is who I aspire to be. My body serves my spirit. My mind serves my spirit. What do I put my mind to? What do I think about? What problems do I direct to try to solve? It's all submitted to who you are. And that's the part of you that's eternal. So it makes sense that part of you would have authority.